Oh, I'm for it.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can...
Don't mention. But
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to...
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the...
There's no need to...
We've been all over the desert trying to find you!
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no! Make it quick, please!
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a—
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done...
No, not Sino.
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to...
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't...
Well, you better start talking or
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything.
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like,
Continue.
and then someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, he asked them, "Do you wish to create a god?"
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of
First, the Academia spent after that, with the Doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning. Next, they decided that their new...
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alhaitham. If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able—
You must have noticed by now, it is as if they are cursed with a desire for some organisms demonstrate phototaxis. This is but a form of phototaxis.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean? Is she not a true god present?
From the beginning, when the Academia first discovered they found that at the time, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an arc. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her.
So, this is...
Alright, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up. Rahman, give me a few men to help us escort the village.
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned.
Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? In that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh! Paimons!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels...
What a whirlwind of a story. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole...
It seems like there'll be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed.
So,
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is a...
Well, let's brainstorm a little more.
The next time we gather here, we...
Yep, it'll work. Candace, we're here! Has everyone arrived?
everyone is all...
Well, what are we waiting for?
Please. Wait a moment. Before attending the...
What do you need?
Promise me that you won't...
What do you think?
Okay.
Everyone's here, so...
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where...
Are you ready?
Very well.
Are you sure this is gonna...
I gotta admit,
The point of discussion is to arrive at a...
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to... Come on, don't give me that fi...
That's what I want. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions,
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy. To be honest, your deeds speak.
Candace,
I'm very glad I've said the same. Only when you're safe can the plan. You're welcome. Good luck.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah! Also, Candace told everyone to be...
Yes, she did. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go be... I hope this is clear to you.
Huh?
Didn't we already...
You can never have enough...
In that case, Candace can cuddle you to your heart. We all have our jobs to do, after all. Of course. But the advantage... Just think about that mercenary who lost his...
Well,
I'm not like the rest...
this guy.
Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden Wait. Come on.
Oh!
Forbidden knowledge, I think. But the Academia, come to think of it, the Withering. Elazar.
But, at least, wait a second.
You've
But if that's the case,
Wait. Why do you think...
you mean it's related?
In that case, to make sure we're still on track, I would...
Where are we going?
to an Aramite base. They're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for
Look here.
Huh? More kid knowledge? Are you going to put...
What's that look on your face?
Paimon's a little scared, but they're...
Anyway, we're not going to use this. As I mentioned during the meeting, this traveler... I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the... Now, please get ready.
You want us to record our conviction in...
Yes,
Paimon is...
I understand. But trust me, because... To achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own...
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our... Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and Now, open your eyes. Here.
What's this?
Read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these...
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the... You may find it hard to believe, but for those people... Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the... After all that time... A slave to orders. And that's why rules are... In addition, those who understand... You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones...
Things you're interested in are really...
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small
Small
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal.
I thought we agreed on a plan,
The plan is too radical.
but it's still the best plan we have.
I did. And that's how...
Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time.
We agreed to work out a... Had I known all Hatham would give...
Look, you already know that...
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship. But all...
Seems you really do.
Traveler, Paimon. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity.
Wait, how...
We can't get through that wall. My plan will...
That also sounds like...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He also said that with the help of Sino and the... I never blindly trust anyone.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. To make the whole thing more I'm okay with the deaths of enemies.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that...
I've always treated my ally...
Now you're making this hard.
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should...
Sino, we have no fear of casualties. Because...
Well, but remember, you need to follow the plan and not do any... Since you and I both...
Okay, you have...
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location.
Ah, of course. But who exactly are you planning to arrest and how many people?
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el-Ahmar in Port Ormos.
As many as Ain al-Ahmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I tried.
Paimon can't believe you. Aren't you even if that guard...
We discussed this, right?
The caravan rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news.
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on... Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the bud. Things like that...
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle.
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question, haven't you ever thought about it?
Because the Akasha controls
The Academia firm, by sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can... However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, emotions are part of... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway, decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you... But now, our thoughts on the Akasha... So...
Makes sense.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever... Next time...
Will do.
Just remember to...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the...
Have you made a decision
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our...
There's no need for flattery. Take your most elite platoon and follow...
Understood. Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will... Any questions about...
None at all, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the... Get ready.
I'm sure I've forgotten something.
It's time for the operation! Let's go!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. They are our...
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are...
Make preparations and be ready for combat! Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands...
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value...
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time of day. Brothers! For that's...
Cascade!
You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute.
Nice and spicy.
My, you're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Be still!
Out of the frying pan,
It's over.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel.
You pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret...
I'm afraid you'll regret...
King Jeshret will curse you, and you...
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count them...
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please...
Understood. You are dismissed.
there they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and over...
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to go join up with her. She will...
Speaking of which, is it really okay
I have a very close relation. If we need help, get ready for the next...
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes.
Sorry. We didn't mean...
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here.
But where should we start?
Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next—
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we'll find the sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But...
That's certainly true. How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling. Come on, give me a smile so that I'm looking good. There are many kinds of smiles, but only— Let's go.
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right. This place is better. Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis DI just a little while.
He left already?
Yeah. He came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this. For now, all we can—
Sino used— I see. So that's why he hasn't been— Okay. I'll answer your questions and will assist you anyway.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might—
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, you don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumer—
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean you're—
Indeed. Otherwise we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking—
Since you asked, I'll—
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a—
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general—
Well, you're the only—
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I will personally supervise—
Hypatia was transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, it's not so much that he's... I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared my...
I see. Of course, your opinion makes... You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you... Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, and that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
He asked a question. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion.
I can barely believe it myself.
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't tell you.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have... Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the...
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something... My master will... This has been a habit.
I get it. Since you are...
I'd like to ask you to...
I can do that. But I have a few... The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, if the situation becomes critical...
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra...
I must say, I didn't...
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly... On that note, aren't you also being quite
The Academia, yes. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted...
I see.
This may well be how... Also, if you I think this may be something...
Okay, we'll find a chance...
Thanks.
Right. Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor...
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way. According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually... He also said that, just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no...
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought. We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos? They're going...
That's right. Let's go to the...
Skills.
Shh! Don't. The port is...
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snej 9 Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat.
Look! Fatui thanks to Dia's tracking skill.
Shh! Don't. The port is
Let's keep going and see what we can...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him?
So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru.
It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. Shh! Don't. The port is
Let's keep going and see...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is... This place'll do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat. Huh?
Uh-oh! He saw us!
Huh? Is he waving?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the... And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap. Wait, don't...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Pardis DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to...
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf... You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis DI now, I'm pretty sure...
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Pardis DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholars who have contributed so much to Sumeru.
Then it seems our conversation has hit a...
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on my watch.
Tigari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
You're in for a little...
You need to hurry up! Be still! Take cover!
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yeah, Tigari! Beat him up!
Shouldn't get careless. Cascade.
I will end you.
Eat up! You need to burn this quickly! But unfortunate fault.
Nice and spicy!
Be still.
Goba, get them!
The devil's back! This is getting interesting.
I'll protect us.
End this quickly!
Help! We did raise a out of the frying pan! Let's dance!
Let's end this quickly!
Yeah.
Okay.
Boba, get them!
The doctor's orders are absolute.
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Up a little.
Be still.
I guess this is it.
You're in for a little shock.
Out of the frying pan!
You. Keep.
Boba, get them!
Come a little closer.
Breathing so.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon.
Got it! Happy. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
So, you think this is over?
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is...
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some fine... Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence, but this also shows... Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sad, but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before, indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you? I'm connected to your consciousness. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position,
She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become all gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that the doctor has never known his place? Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed...
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for... where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari... Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey! What?
He's hurt.
I'm fine. Oh!
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need...
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. Don't my wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all...
Hey, didn't I tell you not...
Just in case, let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there. Thank goodness she...
Hey!
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you...
I know. They all...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan.
That sounds, ambitious. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good...
Don't say that. I haven't...
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to. Maybe the Fatui want to cover...
You said the Balladeer claimed that...
Have you noticed?
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the travelers... In other words...
Yay!
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
All right.
How did everything go? Any luck with...
Let's report back. We've made the necessary...
I'll go next.
Who is behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in... So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually...
It's all thanks to...
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well...
Huh?
Well...
Shouldn't you end with some...
Personally...
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate, so you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots...
Then I should remind you that I'm...
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be my...
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah! Say something to boost morale! Huh? What are you all doing here? Oh, it's Neelu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbed.
Not at all. I was actually just...
But you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Neelu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? You mean... you also want to discuss...
Yes. Neelu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming...
Huh? Wait, you're... I can't believe my ears. You are truly the... Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you... That's right! I must admit that, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my ability...
Remember.
Okay.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep. You...
All the preparations are done. Now.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said.
Huh?
Oh.
Alright, let's... Okay. Yep, good night. Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day.
Hello, you two.
What about you all?
Naturally. It's crucial.
The only thing you're...
Anyway, Do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is many restricted That isn't something they 500 years.
So...
Don't forget, the sages and all the Darshan when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. Well, yes, if precedents hold.
Everyone should be in...
Let's go. Yes.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you...
That's me. Is something the
no. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me!
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here...
Is that so? The sages search for you, a blonde-haired traveler. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived...
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way.
All right.
What the heck just...
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride. Nowadays, the academia is...
Wow. So there are special...
We shouldn't waste any more time.
Is this the Academia's library?
Indeed. The Academia just act natural.
Yeah!
What's this platform?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right.
You think the Grand Sage will exit? And after he does...
Who knows?
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
You're...
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet 2 of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decor. Excellent. You will meet the foot traffic here.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, traveler. What did you... Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat. You seem to know quite a bit. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. If humanity can, we shall regain a god. Even Irminsul for our nation of scholars. This is the ultimate aspiration. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even care for the people? Fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the academy. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the With that in mind...
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous, and not only are they acting against the Academia...
I'll hate them.
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
I'll hate them? So you're... We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no error. As it is Niagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Sure.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, to put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility... In any case...
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but you're
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan...
First off, judging by the time...
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have meant...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali, and General... With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What...
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler, if I'm correct, you sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day using should your intentions be discovered, Al-Haytham would... As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your...
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations, and However, under the current circumstances, even that...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon...
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyargarbaha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to what are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right.
Apart from that, we still have yet another.
What?
He's always been the person the sages are. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control and with their guard down.
I can.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really.
That isn't the only. According to the academia, that way, even if we break into the sanctuary of Sur.
So our job is to.
The confinement room isn't. I'll work with Raman. However.
Our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
Terra Smash!
Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Sursta. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless...
Nahida! Nahida!
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not... How do I really... It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since...
You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you all...
I'm fine. It's just when I think of everything that's happened to me...
You should have been angry ages ago.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sound. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarba Hade stuff? Yep, so that means...
Nilou, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for...
I'm sure.
But if anything happened...
Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind. Here! Positions!
Nilou!
Definitely more.
It's okay. Just focus.
You sure know how to...
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that sounds...
All right, let's get back to business. Nilou?
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting...
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better?
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of...
Hey, Nilou! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right... Do you want some...
Vihar, thank you. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back... Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
ever seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.